Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked in every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. It's Hampton. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. You look at this Arizona defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. They run over center with Benson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll try the left side. Hampton. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now. Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
On second down now, it's Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Short throw to Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
A fourth down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride. He's carrying it over from last week.
77 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Fighting him off. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2. A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Able to get this one to McBride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they go to work on a first and goal. He'll drop to throw. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So out come the Chargers. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
As always, no rooting interest here. But that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defensive unit ranks 3rd in the NFL against the run, and I love what they're doing. Plugging up everything inside, hard to make way, and then they can run to the perimeter and shut you down that way as well.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On first down, Justin Herbert, and he will find Ridley on the left side. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hampton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Ladd McConkey, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the Dicker field goal. He's back out, ready to send it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
That guy's going to want the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching him more? Did you see me out there moving around, wiggling, and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 120 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. And that last carry will do it. He is officially now the new all-time NFL record holder for most rushing yards in a single season. Historic, unbelievable, what an accomplishment. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll try again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to add on to that lead. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger offense and Justin Herbert heading back onto the field. He had a couple of touchdown passes in that game last week, and he's matched that with 2 in the first half here as his guys start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his man complete. That's Hampton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that. Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards that time for number 19. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Hampton. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Ladd McConkey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous. And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Herbert now. And that is incomplete. How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down. And this one is right through. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life. No doubt about it. But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling. And happy. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made at about the 38. And quickly, they get to the line. Right back to him on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A short one here, caught by McBride. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was the visiting Panthers who were able to come in and get one on the road. Bryce Young leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Treylon Burks, big numbers, 4 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Trevor Lawrence leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. They'll try and throw for it here. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Wow, 213 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., 32 yards. And the Cardinals add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Herbert has it knocked free, but a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your side. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now a handoff up the middle. Hampton. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hampton. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. Strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Hampton, and he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 93 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. It's Hampton, and the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
That one complete to McConkey. Touchdown, Chargers. Lad McConkey from 21 yards away. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. A give, here comes Benson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the give, this is their fullback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, after that pickup of a 1st down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch him by surprise.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll look to throw here. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And he continues to add on to his amazing touchdown total on the ground. That is number 25 for him on the year as he moves ever closer to the all-time record. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. L.A. readies for its next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Play action. It's Herbert. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Herbert on the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun. Herbert, a very quick pass to Ridley. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Herbert throwing again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll look to throw again. Short throw to Smith. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Herbert now on second down. Pass out left finds Johnston. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. Again, Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another run here with Benson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So it's a high 5 for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where
And he loses the football a second time. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right up. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Herbert's throw complete there to Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Herbert back to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. Here's Herbert. This one caught by Ridley. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw again. And this one finds McConkey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. Now a handoff up the middle. Hampton. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 7. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Now a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee. Partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well, and always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for Arizona, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.